of Kingshold Estate.
At that time, I'd done exactly what I wanted to do, was to shout.
We've had enough of your promises.
Let them know we were a tenants association of Hackney Kingshold Estate.
You're full of promises and nothing. I don't need a fucking...
Didn't take long, did it, eh? Oh, look at that, Gene. They're lovely. Yeah. You're looking a lot better, aren't you, today? Right? Fucking heads examined. Nada. How you become a council beyond me? No, I will not shut up, not tonight, no way. Blackpool. It reminds me of when I was at home in Ireland years ago. The smell of fresh sea air, after the grime of Hackney. It was the best day of my life when I left Kingshold Estate. I would never, ever dream of going into council accommodation again. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning. Come on, Bobby. There, the good girl. When I first moved into the estate about 84, well, the conditions were appalling. You had asbestos walls. You couldn't drill holes to put shelves up with. The place was covered in cockroaches, and the total filth on the estate was appalling. I wanted better conditions for my wife and myself. And as I was fighting for myself and my wife, I was very adamant I was going to get something done. And it entailed that then I would be fighting for the rest of the tenants on the estate. But I'm not in that condition now. I'm in a lovely place now. I don't have to do any more of that. I'm relaxed. I can sit back and forget the stress. Tenants Association, fighting on your behalf.
I recognised what he was doing because, I mean, I've seen him on his own phone for an hour, hanging on the town hall, getting passed over to this one, waiting for this one, to talk about some old person that lived in the little flats over the road there.
Old people's bungalows. There is no security. The poor elderly tenants are so lonely, it's beyond comprehension. There were hovels. Pitiful to see how people have to live in this day and age. People dying in there 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a time before the bodies were found.
He's in the nude, isn't he? Right in the doorway. In the open doorway at the back.
When he's naked.
Okay, right.
Well, if you want to lead, because it's very narrow. And watch where you're treading, because there is a bit of...
Oh, dear. Oh, but the smell... Yeah. Well, isn't it?
I fought hard to get one of the housing managers on the estate to try and get the stuff cleared away. I had a right row with them over it.
Oh, dear.
Because of resources, tenants have got to die in their flats like that.
Joe, I agree. Everyone agrees, but what can we do?
We should all take on together to push the council to sort out something that... Oh, it's unbelievable. When they threw the furniture out, part of his skull was still on one of the mattresses.
I've got pains all over this, my arms, my back shaking, my leg. The worst night I had was last night, with bloody back and everything. I'm sick of this. I wish the Lord had it took me.
Oh, stop talking like that.
I do.
Well, sit yourself down, Pet. With the wife not being too well herself, she can't do the hoovering and the cooking or anything like that. I used to do most of it, and now that I can't, I have to have a home helping. Oh, Jean, you're all right, love.
Well, when I finish hoovering, Joe, I might as well go down for your pension and get you shopping.
That'd be great, Pat.
Order, order!
Go on, Tony, give it to him.
Joan, please, you're out of order.
Order. Basically, I didn't realise that it would give such stress, and it was stressful.
Excuse, please.
There was a crowd came over that wanted to use the hole for a poll tax meeting. There was a big row about why and who and all the ifs and buts about the Tenants Association.
A deputation from 2 other estates come down. Plus we had a solicitor down there at the same time.
Bit of order, please.
And this deputation was got a little bit aggressive, and he was worried. And we was all saying, well, you know, what have you done? Like, you've arranged for 3 lots of people to come down, and I think he thought we was blaming him.
Please, now look, we've had a nice discussion.
22 years this has been.
I just couldn't take any more that night.
No, I will not have my decision uprooted like this. You either come in on your own or not at all.
I lost me rag and I walked out and it was stressful.
Joe!
Joe! All right, Joe has decided to walk out the meeting.
And it was that night I had a heart attack.
Ask the question, that's all.
Joe's collapsed.
Joe has collapsed. Joe!
This is what's going out here. Keep the stairways clear.
Oh, they say leave them on this side. All right, Joe.
There's your tablets, Joe. And your drink, right?
Could I have Mr. Fay's notes, please?
Okay.
How are you doing?
Oh, well, it's still the same, but
Any pain at all?
I get a tight chest when I lay down in bed at night. I get very sweaty. And I get that angina, slight angina attacks practically every night. I had a severe heart attack in Christmas time there. And I thought that was the one.
Now, since you were in hospital last, have your symptoms changed at all?
No, they're still the same.
Still the same?
Still the same. Up in the hospital, and they wanted me to put me in a wheelchair. And I said, no, give me a walking stick. And I said, I'd get up. And I did.
Right. And what about your walking? How far can you walk?
That is getting very bad.
And you still smoking?
Well, Doc, yes.
Yes. How many?
About 40.
40 a day. Right.
The turn lies.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it a number of times, haven't we?
I know, Doctor, but what can one do? You're sitting there, and it's the only bit of pleasure one gets. I know you'd say it's not a pleasure, it's killing him.
But I'm going back home. That's all I can say. And I won't be sorry. I don't care if I've got to travel on the coach. I'll go. They look after me up home. Because if I don't get out of here, I'll take an overdose when he's out. I mean it.
Jean got fed up with living where we were. And we went back to her hometown, Newcastle. There was a mad rush then, getting things packed and all that. And all of a sudden, Rod and Mick, as they do, they normally come around the estate. And I told them what was happening. And they says, right, leave it to us. They got a van, and they drove us up to Newcastle. They wouldn't let me touch a thing. Now, that's 2 good men for you. And that's police.
These famous pillars, the no poll tax sign first.
That's part of the community policing as far as we see it, and they were friends.
I was pleased that they were going for themselves, because that's what they wanted.
But we'd lost another fighter. He tried his best, but I think it got at him in the end.
Whatever Joe started off, I think some of the other tenants picked up as well, and they seem to have got closer.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him come in, yeah?
Really looks as though it just needs a strong bit of wind and it will fall down any place.